Hello, friends. In this episode, we're going to take a look at Thomas Massie, U.S. Rep from Kentucky. How dare he dissent from the Republicans' God King, Donald Trump, some God King. Anyway, let's get into this.
President Trump demands unflinching loyalty from Republicans. Otherwise, it is viewed as an act of betrayal. And now the Republican who has become perhaps the most disloyal is about to endure MAGA wrath. That's Congressman Thomas Massie, who has led the charge to release the Jeffrey Epstein files in defiance of the president. New this morning, brand new reporting with my colleague Sarah Ferris about how Trump has met with a prospective Massie primary foe as a Trump-aligned group plans to spend millions to defeat him. And Speaker Johnson and GOP leaders don't plan to stand Trump's way.
Mr. Speaker, do you think that Thomas Massie deserves to be reelected?
Thomas Massie has to make that decision himself. I mean, he is actively working against his team almost daily now, and seems to enjoy that role. So he is, deciding his own fate. My way is to reach out an olive branch to everybody and try to be a peacemaker, and some people make that very difficult for me.
My panel's back. I mean, typically, a leader defends the person in their conference because they're a member of a conference.
Yeah.
This situation is different, and Johnson is very clear where he stands.
Yeah, absolutely. GOP leaders are just going to let him hang himself here. He's such a pain in the side for them that they wouldn't mind if he's gone, and it would be a red district regardless. But look, this whole thing it's a case study in whether a Trump antagonist in Congress can survive. And I mean, Manu, we've covered the Hill for a long time during the Trump era. The answer to that question has always been no. I mean, think Liz Cheney, Jeff Flake, Bob Good.
Bob Good, yep.
History just sort of strewn with the bodies of, political folks who criticized Trump and then lost, their seats. The difference here is that Massie has such a strong brand in his district as this sort of libertarian, independent thinker. And Trump has gone after him before, saying he should lose a seat in 2020. He won that primary by 60 points. But the difference now is that you have people like Chris LaCivita who are jumping down his throat, helping organize and raise money and come after
Trump
him.
campaign aide.
Yes, and that guy doesn't like to lose, so it's going to be a dogfight.
Yeah, and this is just a taste of what people are seeing in the district. Look at how much money that's already been spent by this Trump-aligned super PAC. $1.6 million by MAGA Kentucky. Massie spending just $418,000, and that is just to defend himself, in a sense. Just to what viewers are seeing back home. Watch.
What happened to Thomas Massie? When did he decide to start voting with the radical Democrats?
I'm sure you've seen the attack ads by now. I'm not folding, I'm fighting, and I'm just getting started.
The message they're trying to send here is that if you stray, like the way Massie did, you're going to see that in your district. That's the message from the Trump team.
Yes.
To anyone who wants to break from him.
Absolutely. And Massie is unique in another way. On foreign policy, on votes around Israel, he has attracted for years the enmity of pro-Israel groups. There was money on the air in Kentucky last cycle. But before any of this happened, a lot of people want to beat him. His message has been, no, I'm with the base. The leadership might change based on what Trump wants, but I'm with you. On the Epstein thing, he is with the base on that. On foreign aid, increasingly with the base. Can he get through that? Because the rest of the ad, that the MAGA PAC ad you were showing, says that because he voted against Trump, he voted for sex surgeries for minors. And it makes him look like a liberal. The bet is that the rest of the Republican base can go along with the party in Congress and say being a true conservative means supporting the leader, not diverging on your own issues.
Yeah, and that's the key point here is Massie is with the base on these issues that leadership is mad at him about. They're the ones who split with the base on Epstein.
On the debt and deficit, he voted against the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. And because of the base.
We've been saying for years we were going to cut the deficit. That's what MAGA has been saying for years. Yeah. And so, I mean, and there are people like Marjorie Taylor Greene who are with Massie and not necessarily being attacked by Trump. And we can talk about those dynamics being a little bit different. But what they're saying is, hey, we are not afraid. Matter of fact, the threats that came from the White House saying it would be a hostile act to support the discharge petition, they did not like that messaging at all. And it to them, I think they think they're on more solid ground. Massie says, hey, come at me. He's kind of saying, come at me. I can stand it. I can withstand it. So it'll be interesting to see, because this is a split in the Republican Party. We talked about the split with the Democrats. This is a clear split in the Republican Party.
And just the more on.
Did you happen to notice, not once did they mention why Massie, well, they did mention why he dissent on that bill. And he went with his people in his district, which is what you're supposed to do, which Republicans quite often don't do. They go with Donald Trump against the people. They go with the gun lobby against the people that they represent. Think about that, people. You should be thinking about that. You want those Epstein files released. We all want those Epstein files released. Donald Trump, Mike Johnson, his lapdog, who would do whatever Donald Trump wants, don't want those Epstein files released. I rarely agree with Thomas Massie, but on those two issues, I do. He's totally right. Donald Trump and Mike Johnson and the majority of the Republican Party are totally wrong. We all want those files released. Most of us don't want Medicaid, didn't want Medicaid affected in a negative way. It's going to be affected in a negative way. It's going to cause a lot of heartache and pain and cause a lot of people to lose their health insurance. Think about this, people. Think about everything this man is throwing, everything but the kitchen sink, and everything into the kitchen sink to get your mind off those Epstein files. Think about that. Think about why. That's all I got this episode. Thanks for watching.